What's poppin', ladies and gentlemen? How's everyone doing this lovely morning or evening or wherever the hell you are in the world? Hopefully it's still good. This is your boy, the Ivanimal. I'm sorry for, again, there's a lot of things I gotta do. I'm currently moving to a different apartment in my area. I'm still trying to do my martial arts classes, so I have so much things I have to take care of that I really haven't been able to really do much, you know what I mean? So I do apologize for that. But today we're going to look at another video from the homie, the Nightcap, my favorite Aussie of all time. And we're going to look at a very, very, very satisfying video that's been going around the internet for a while. But before we do, let's give context to this video. If you guys don't know, a guy named Chilli, DeCastro, I think that's how you last, or rather decastrated or decarcerated, however you want to call him, is a pretty infamous frauditor who just kind of sticks his nose into police's business, just be super demeaning to either female officers, officers of different color, just mad racist, just mad obnoxious, just mad inappropriate, and just pretty much, bases his whole career on just being just a fly in the wall, a nuisance, just an utter piece of shit, you know what I mean? But recently, he got what he deserved, and the judges offered him, but sentenced him to 6 months in jail, a full half a year in jail, and it's definitely one of the most satisfying things I've ever seen, because people like him really need to get what they deserved. And if you guys saw the original court proceeding on that one, which I'm not going to show here, because it's way too long, it's over an hour long, just in the very beginning, he was shown to be very smug. He called one of the security officers like pigs right off the bat, and just he clearly has no regard for any kind of authority. He thinks all police officers are just horrible people, which is not true, and he's just the biggest scumbag on the planet. He finally got what he deserved, and I've seen this video already of him getting his sentencing denied. And he's just looking like a sad, pathetic ass little puppy, and it's the most gratifying thing, you know what I mean? So I've seen a whole bunch of videos like this from other channels floating around, but I want to see his Nightcap's interpretation of it, and knowing him, it's gonna be pretty fucking hilarious. And just seeing that poor puppy face of DeCastro is on Chilli rather, it's just gonna be amazing. So that's what we're gonna do today, guys. And I heard your guys' other comments, Flying Kitty. I will get to those when I can, but this one I just could not pass up, because this one's gonna be good. But anyway, guys. Yeah. Let me stop talking. Let's get this video started. So I apologize for that. Anyway, let's get to it. I already got the video pulled up here, and let's get started, people. In 3, 2, 1, let's run it. I love this opening.
G'day everyone, it is the Captain. Welcome back to the channel. A big thank you, of course, to each and every one of you that like and subscribe to these videos, and you share them around the world with all of your buddies, all of your pals, and all of your mates. As the voice of the voiceless, I take it very serious when people request videos, because if you request them, I deliver them, and that's what makes me a pretty damn good captain.
Straight up.
So this particular video has been requested a few times because people want to hear my unique take on it, despite the fact that they've all seen the video before.
Yeah.
I've never actually watched this video in its entirety, so you're going to learn the same time that I do what's taken place. Big thank you to our Nevada judges for sharing the video so we can all enjoy in the glory.
Oh, absolutely.
And this is what's happening.
Thank you
in the
guys
video.
so much for that.
Chilli, the silly Billy stupid face, is trying to appeal his 6-month sentence because apparently being in jail is hard and not very wizard, so he wants out. Mate, you're in the boneyard because you're a dog. We call it a boneyard in prison slang here in Australia because that's where the dogs hang out, and dogs, well, they're the snitch, and I reckon Chilli's the biggest snitch of them all. He would probably gob in anyone because he doesn't know how to keep his penis flytrap shut. Oh, did you know that they're bringing in drugs into the system? Yeah, you should probably focus on that and not, me being on YouTube whilst I'm incarcerated. Yeah, that should be your, that should be where all your attention should be focused. Don't worry about what I'm doing. Worry about those drug people that are smuggling drugs and stuff in. I think it's Jerry, Terry, and Tom. All of them are bringing drugs in. Just tell them I sent you. Yeah, good work, Chilli, you idiot. All right, let's have a look. Let's see how this all works out for him. So let's hold hands and enjoy this together.
Zimmerman presiding.
Well, I'm going to enjoy it even more than I've already been enjoying this whole thing already, but yeah.
Please be seated, come to order.
There's the hero of the people. Miss Ann Zimmerman, love you, woman.
All right, Jose DeCastro, 23CR013015.
Ugh, look at that ugly mug.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Christopher Orem on behalf of Mr. DeCastro. He's present.
Nice to see you,
Christopher
Chris.
Orem. I'm guessing this is apparently his new lawyer. That
All right, this is your motion.
I'm guessing this is his new lawyer. That I'm guessing his stupid followers paid a massive amount of their own money to get him on his GoFundMe page, because I don't know why his old lawyer wouldn't be there. I mean, I don't think it would make any difference, but I mean, there's not really a spoiler. We all know his shit gets denied, so it's just a massive waste of money and their money. So how does it feel to lose all that money? I shouldn't really be insulting people. I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to get demonetized. Well, I'm gonna get demonetized anyway. But anyway, yeah, that's what I'm assuming. This is his new lawyer that he spent all that money on. So, yeah.
Yes, Your Honor. First of all, I've had a chance to watch the video of the trial. I watched Mr. DeCastro come into the courtroom in an extraordinarily disrespectful fashion and refer to the marshal in the most inappropriate way. I then saw some other things that I would consider very poor in the courtroom antics. And Mr. DeCastro was convicted. He is given 6 months in jail.
Yep, he was. Good talk, everyone. Hit the showers. We're done here. Oh, if only if it was that simple. But we know that Mr. My Arsehole is now the jailhouse sperm oven just wants to waste the court's time with his appeal. Look at him, doing his best to look sad. The only sad thing here, mate, is that inbred-looking beard on this jailhouse Joe dirt. Right, you want to know what real tears are? Do you want to know what real tears are? Just think about when Artax drowned in the swamp of sadness in the film The Never-Ending Story. Just think about that horse getting swallowed in the swamp of sadness and the tears just start to flow. I don't think I'm going to continue. See, that's how it's done, bloody Mr. Decastrated, right? You haven't got a fucking heart, do you? No, you don't, because you're the Scarecrow, the Lion, and the Tin Men of Wizard of Oz all rolled into one giant retard.
One thing I know he's going to do today is for no...
Even if it's fake, even if his sadness is fake, it's still like the realism of how fucking defeated he is just glorious. It's so satisfying. I usually don't revel in the despair of other people. Well, depending on the person. And I think this guy's warranted that reveling, because, oh, God, that mug looks so much better than that ugly-ass mug in that picture we just saw in the beginning of the video. Look at that face. Ugh. The look of despair. Mwah. Chef kisses.
No other purpose, no matter what your ruling is. He wants to say sorry.
Look at him just trying to...
If you say sorry in court, I understand. You may see it as that you should apologize to the marshal. I don't see the marshal in here. But one thing I would note for the court is that
I can't do it.
The issues that I saw seem to be significant constitutional issues. The court addressed it, but what I did notice is that this should have been really briefed beforehand on First Amendment issues, so the court could have that. That's no fault of. I think it just should have been done beforehand.
Not only just
I also
better without glasses.
noticed that
Honestly,
at
but
time of
whatever.
sentencing, the state asked for a suspended sentence, but Mr. Castro just pushed it, and I see reasonably agitated and irritated the court into causing a sentence that is now 6 months.
Whoa. Wait a minute. Four eyes, no friends. Do you, someone who I guess got a law degree from Arizona Summit Law School and is currently practicing law, poorly I admit, but you're technically on the books, so that means you own at least one law book, truly believe that, one, Chilli DeStinko got sentenced for 6 months because he was exercising his First Amendment right? Right? Were you even in court the day that, he got sentenced or what, right? He was found guilty for obstruction and resisting, not filming the police, you space laser commander. And two, do you really think a respected judge of 24 years sent your client to jail for 6 months because he had hurt her
You're killing me.
Like, this is your defense. This is why you think you should appeal, right? Do you really strongly believe that the judge got her bloody feelings hurt and that's why your fuckhead of a client was sent to jail?
Yeah.
That's not what happened at all, right? He was sent to jail for bloody obstructing and resisting. He could have got 6 months for each of those charges, but instead, in going to jail for a full year, he got 6 months. right? Stop drinking DeCastro's Kool-Aid, for God's sake.
What?
This man, from what I can tell, Your Honor, has no prior felony convictions whatsoever. I'm doing that upon information and belief. I haven't run the scope.
That's irrelevant. Him having no further convictions. Now he does. So
he's made his
that's a moot
appearances,
point.
and I think the time in jail has been shocking to him. I know it has because I can tell the reaction of the calls every day and how difficult it is for him. I think he pushed this.
Well, yeah, it's been shock. Yeah, of course, going to jail for the first time is going to be shocking to anybody. Hell, I went to a psych hospital and that was shocking to me for the first time. But the difference is two different circumstances. I'm not crazy. I'm not stupid. More importantly, I'm not Chilli. So again, that's a really weak ass argument he's making. So I feel like his first lawyer did a better job of at least trying to convey the legitimacy of his case. This guy really is just more like a dad trying to get his son out of prison because he's just a kid. He doesn't know better. Now he does, you know? That's the vibe I'm getting from this guy. 25 grand. Was it worth it, people? Was it worth it, Chilli?
And is learning a very difficult lesson in life. I would ask the court to consider, based upon his ties to the community, with sister here, nephew, he has a whole bunch of people wanting
help
to
his
come
sister
to
and
court,
nephew realize
which
he's
suggested
fucking stupid.
maybe a very, if they're going to come here, be respectful and mindful of what's already.
I'd be laughing my ass off.
But what I asked the court to do, given his lack of any serious criminal history, his remorse for his behavior in this courtroom during that trial, and the fact that the state at the time did not want jail time, is I'd ask for an appeal bond, Your Honor, so that the issue can be, these issues can be properly raised. And so with that, Your Honor, I asked for an OR. I would just say a reasonable bail. I would suggest that since he came to the trial, since he already has gotten a taste of what inappropriate behavior in a courtroom looks like and feels like, I would ask for a bail in the amount of $10,000 or $20,000, appeal bond in the amount of $10,000 or $20,000. With that, Your Honor, I submit.
What in the actual fuck
are you on about? Jail has been hard on him, so we should just kind of let him out. Oh, poor baby. Mate, jail isn't meant to be a summer camp, right? There's no Princess Pat or Boom Chicka Boom right here, right now. It's just not happening. Are you fucking high, mate? Right?
Yeah.
He currently has 2 active warrants out of Ohio. And he also has a lengthy criminal record for doing this exact thing across America. Could you imagine in 1979?
Exactly, like I said, clueless his lawyer is. Clueless. I'm pretty sure if he actually bothered to study this guy's criminal history out of all the years he's been doing this dumb shit, I think he'd reconsider being his lawyer, or at least, well, he'd probably do it anyway because, money. But anyway, yeah, I would have, if the humble part of me would be like, dude, you're a lost cause, it's not going to work, try to find someone else. The asshole greedy part of me would be like, yeah, money, let's go. Luckily, I'm not like that. Well, sometimes.
A lawyer standing up going, my client, Ted Bundy, is... jail's been a bit tough on him, and then look, Your Honor did sentence him to death, and, you got your feelings hurt, and I can understand that, and that's why he's been sentenced to death. You didn't like him in his snappy suits and all that sort of stuff. I get it, no problem, but, a death sentence, and, I just don't think that's right. Look, he has strong ties to the community, because that's where most of his victims are buried, and he did tell me that there were...
Yeah, well, so did Pablo Escobar. He had strong ties to his community by helping the homeless people in homeless communities in Medellin and Bogota. And look what he does many years later. Thousands of deaths, politicians, police officers, drug empire, all this, like, Hitler-level type shit. Yes, he was an active member of the community. Let's give him a slap on the wrist. No, it doesn't work like that.
3 other women that he hasn't quite murdered yet, so I feel maybe $30 fine, and, we'll just let him out of prison because... well, prison doesn't suit his lifestyle. Oh, fucking hell, you can of spastic soda, sit down and let my new girlfriend tell her side of the story. I'll show you what a real lawyer fucking sounds like.
Hey, new girlfriend, Captain, aren't you married, dude? Oh, be careful, buddy. I don't want you to get in trouble. I love you to death. But be careful.
Your Honor, may I respond orally? Typically, pursuant to the Nevada rules.
I think I make a look at her picture. She's extremely pretty.
to file an opposition, but this was placed on calendar very quickly, so I would ask for leave of the court to answer orally.
Okay.
Your Honor, I'm in receipt of Mr. Orum's motion for bail, or in the alternative for his own recognizance release. I would note that NRS 178.488 does make it discretionary.
I love how the camera person is just so like deep in his face, like
Mr.
he's trying so hard to look like he's actually sad, like he's actually sorry. You're not sorry for any of your shit, dude. You're sorry because your stupid ass got caught.
DeCastro, there has been a briefing schedule set before Judge Lovett in district court on the appeal.
Breathing
but
it out.
it's not to be heard in it's discretionary, Your Honor, as with a lot of the bail settings.
I'd be dying laughing if I was that cameraman, like, yeah, motherfucker.
This court setting
Yeah, show that shame.
Fuck yeah, sweetheart. You tell him, Agnes. Right? Never, never fuck with a woman that has awesome eyelashes, and her eyelashes are the best in the fucking industry. So sit your
eyebrows aren't
nerdy
fake, I'd say
ass
that.
down. All she really needed to do was step up and say, no new evidence, guilty and sentenced. And then mic drop that shit, and then it's down to the pub for a burger and bourbon, and then home for some well-deserved sex with any partner or partners she chooses. And I personally would like to throw my hat in the ring for that, if that's okay.
Oh yeah, dude, you're first in line for that, 100%. Hell yeah.
Mr. DeCastro to 6 months in the park.
Look how she's trying to.
Just because of his conduct or his inappropriate conduct in court. I would venture to say that, Your Honor,
I could probably show this to my.
over the
I could probably show this to my nephew and ask him, "Hey, is this real crime?" He'd probably be like, "No, he's faking it." He's not here, so I really can't do that. But
trial,
I think that would be
where you
golden.
found guilt beyond a reasonable doubt for both the obstructing a police officer and resisting a police officer. You saw his conduct in the body-worn camera by the officer, and I would venture to say, and I would submit to the court, that the 6-month sentence that you imposed isn't simply for his behavior in court or his behavior to your marshals, but that it is an appropriate sentence placed upon the defendant by the court due to the charges and the evidence that you saw during trial. There's also been this claim that Mr. DeCastro was stayed trouble-free for most of his life. I would venture to say, yes, he does not have felony convictions, he does not have gross misdemeanor convictions, but he does have pretty consistent contact with law enforcement. He does have a warrant out of Ohio for a trespass, and I understand that's a piddly misdemeanor, however, it is a warrant status. And he has a pending case in Las Vegas Justice Court for the very same offenses that the court heard during the trial here.
Oh, preach it, sister! Bringing up his
Hell yeah.
history of being a dumb cunt. Oh, all his other pending cases in Ohio and Nevada. Oh, mate, you are fucked. Right, she even brought up the fact that he was sentenced for his crimes. That's how it works. He did a crime, he got sentenced. Not because the judge, had some sadness over him walking into the court like King Dingaling and treating her marshals like a club-thumping troglodyte. Listen, baby Bambi butt banger, you were found guilty and you were sentenced. So fuck off. Head back to that paddywhacker factory and have the guards put some bloody powder on your nappy rash if you have to.
No, that's too nice of them to do that. I think you just call them pigs.
Trial, there should have been First Amendment issues raised or briefed prior to. Your Honor, defense counsel was able to argue the First Amendment defense. Your Honor heard these arguments both during the trial and during closing arguments. Mr. DeCastro, when he took the stand, raised them as a defense, but Your Honor held, after listening to all of the evidence and applying the law, or found him guilty regardless. This was not a First Amendment issue. The state stands by that. This was simply the defendant breaking the law. And he was sentenced accordingly for his behavior. It was a conduct, a consequence, an appropriate sentence imposed by the court to the defendant. And so we would oppose any kind of change or any kind of bail setting or an OR at this point. This is not a pre-trial detention. This is not a pre-trial, as Valdez-Jimenez was cited also in defense counsel's motion. Valdez-Jimenez stands for pre-trial detention. Mr. DeCastro is no longer cloaked with the presumption of innocence. He has been found guilty beyond a reasonable doubt by the Honor. And so at this point, I would ask that the 6 months sentence that you imposed stand and that he remain in custody.
Straight up.
Woo! Damn straight! To summarise, Your Honour, Silly Billy Chilli Face is more of a waste than dancing for dollars in a strip club just so you can buy a stick of gum. He broke the law and he got done like a $2 hooker in winter. All because the other inmates use his asshole like an ashtray and put more balls in his mouth than the state lottery doesn't mean that he should be let out.
Exactly.
Actually, speaking about
Him
sex
having
in the
no
winter,
prior felonies
Elizabeth
doesn't matter
Banks loves
anymore.
to curl up in front of an open fire in my log cabin that I have buried deep in the Alaskan woods. Right, we go up there from time to time, we cook some s'mores, and then, well, we fuck like we are the sole survivors of a nuclear winter.
My dad's the interpreter of the meeting. Thank you.
Exactly.
So the interpreter over there, yeah, marriage speaking. Oh.
No, I was talking about the
Oh, I'm
Spanish
sorry.
interpreter. Yes, go ahead.
Your Honor, the statute we cited is, in fact, just discretionary to you to determine on appeal, pending appeal, whether a appeal bond can be issued. I hear the state, I recognize that you found it guilty. I'm not trying to in any way argue that. On appeal, there are legitimate issues. The court can see that, you know, there are some First Amendment issues just from watching the video, things that a court could consider on appeal. And so that's the only basis I'm bringing that up on. But given the fact that I think he really is contrite for what he's done.
No, he's not.
I disagree.
Thank you.
Have you watched the videos that have been posted since he's been incarcerated?
Oh shit!
Let's go!
The judge has actually seen his videos where he's begging for money and how he wanted people to rock up to court today and how the jail is just a fucking dungeon and, you know, he's just a journalist that shouldn't be in jail. And then he goes on and bloody does his live streams and records for content for his channel, which, by the way, is a fucking no-no when you're in jail. Oh, the guards are mean, and the list just goes on and on and on. Chilli,
Yes, play
maybe you
the
should have
victim.
taken your trifold with you.
That's the best
You could have
thing he's
shown
good at.
everybody how fucking right and great that you are. He strongly believes that he didn't do anything wrong and he's in torture cuffs for filming police. Right, go and listen to his jail calls. This bloke thinks he's the Al Capone of his jail.
I've listened
Mate,
to them.
You're the fucking Gary Busey of crazy people. Right, any dumber, the jail would have to get a special permit to keep a caged fault in the human evolution in their jail. Scientists would have to study you to figure out the bloody pattern of the fuckwit DNA strain.
They probably should.
I'm in a murder trial.
Okay, so.
So
In a
I had
murder
a
trial?
So
chance.
he's gonna apologize to me in a minute, but that's not what he's saying on what he's publishing online in his phone calls from the jail. That's not what he's saying at all. And are you aware that he has a trial pending in Las Vegas Municipal Court? He has a case pending in Good Springs Justice Court where he continues to manufacture situations where he'll get arrested.
Your Honor, I recognize that's what he was sort of doing for a living. And
Sorta
this is,
doing? That's what he is doing,
he's now
dude.
incarcerated.
Right.
And
So what he's saying in the couple of weeks since he's been incarcerated, when he
Bubba.
calls from the
That's
jail
Bubba.
and publishes them on his website, is not what he's about saying.
I could almost see his heart pounding out of his chest. He knew that's to do that.
So he's gonna apologize to me now, but that's not what he's doing publicly, okay?
yeah, sure. I hear that. I won't have
I'm
this
too much.
this time. But I would still ask you to consider that there may be
like
legitimate
looking up
issues
saying,
I think
"Please,
there are
please,
for Judge Levitt to consider. And I think these are sort of issues of first impression. That was the other thing I saw, is that in the state of Nevada, I can't find any case law that specifically talks about this filming of police officers. I really,
That's not the
what I
problem,
would say to the
dude.
court is I recognize that it's obnoxious behavior. That's what it appears to be. Whether it's protected is another thing that I think higher courts need to look at. But I can see if the court has already made up the court's mind.
Well, I want to be clear, I did not have a problem with him filming, and I said that when I sentenced him. That was not the issue, it was the safety issues that he created with his behavior. And I also did not sentence him because of his ridiculous behavior in court. That wasn't why I sentenced him to jail. I sentenced him because I found him guilty beyond reasonable doubt, and I thought that was the appropriate sentence.
Yeah.
I could have given him 180 days on each count and ran it consecutive for a year in jail, but I didn't.
Probably you feel like you should, but
And his behavior was unacceptable in
months is
court,
decent
but
enough.
that's not what I sentenced him
That's still a
for.
good amount
I
of
did
time.
not sentence him for his behavior in court. I sentenced him for his behavior for the 2 charges that he faced.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so your motion is denied. Thank you.
Thank you.
I love his laugh. It sounds like a fucking kookaburra. I love it so much.
Fucking oath, Your Honour. Spot on. Well said. I have no notes.
Exactly, straight up.
Oh, he truly is the shit stain in the underpants of life, isn't he?
Yeah.
You belong behind bars, big fella. No one gives 10 fucks that your asshole has been ridden more times than a Six Flag roller coaster, or the fact that you've blown more pipe than Deepwater Horizon. Oh, mate, you did the crime, you do the time. In fact, a lot of people could say you fuck around and find out. And you found
Damn
out
right.
yet again. Her Honour isn't here to give out hugs and blankets. She's there to enforce the law, and that is exactly what she's done today.
Straight up.
Welcome to the big
Hell yeah.
leagues, kid. Right, this is where if you act the fool, then it's jizz you'll drool. No diddy kitty. Back to the fucking torture dungeon
Who
you
says
go.
that?
Oh, I fucking love it. But that brings us to the end of another great video. I hope you've had a bit of fun. I hope you've had a bit of a laugh. And I hope you've taken your shirt off, got
I'm
naked if you
dead.
want, because now you can hit that like and subscribe button. And while you're down there fiddling them with the buttons and all that sort of stuff, why don't you join the members as well, and you can be part of the awesome people that you see scrolling across the screen right now. These people are
There's
true
me.
fucking heroes. They are true heroes, and
Michelle
I love
member,
each and
yeah, I
every
should
one of
be
them
too.
very, very much. Because once they've joined as a member, once they've hit the like button, once they've hit the subscribe button, and once they've taken their shirts off and got naked, now you can run down the street, you can go into the nearest, the auctions, the auctions where they sell houses and stuff. You can go to one of them, and then you can sit there going, oh, listen up here, ladies and gentlemen, listen up. Oh, we're going to listen over here, we're going to listen over here, we're going to listen over here. Okay, we've got a video here, we've got a video.
Son of a bitch.
Video here, everybody, and we've got a video going once, video
Sounds like the fucking Porky Pig.
going twice, video going 3 times, and sold the video. Let's all get naked and take our shirts off. See, that's how fucking good it could be, and who knows, you might just get some money. But
Exactly.
I better get going. I gotta catch up with fucking Terry again. Oh, fucking Terry. I'll tell you what happened, right? The other
What did Terry
day,
do
down
this
the
time?
road, there's an electrical shop, Mike's Electrics, we call it. And Mike sells, computers and printers and Xboxes and PlayStations and all that sort of stuff. And he got robbed. Someone fucking robbed him in the middle of the night.
Oh,
and I was
damn.
talking to Terry about it. So, did you hear about Mike's Electrics? And he goes, did I fucking hear about it? I was fucking there. I said, what?
It was Terry.
What? Wait, whoa. You were there? What happened? He goes, well, I was stumbling out of fucking O'Reilly's pub, and, Mike's Electrics is just across the street, and I'm fucking sitting there watching, and a car pulls up, and 2 elephants jump out of the car, throw a fucking rock through the window, and they steal a whole bunch of stuff, and then get back in the car. And I'm just looking at him, going, hang on, Terry. Fucking elephants. Elephants.
Is
The
he
animal.
on- is
The
he on-
animal, the elephant.
Is he on acid?
Fucking rob Mike's Electrics. He goes, yep, fucking oath. I'm like, okay, look, I'm going to play this. All right then, Terry, what kind of elephants were they, I say?
Oh, God.
And he's like, well, they're fucking elephants. You see one elephant, you've seen them all. And I'm like, no, Terry, no, that's not true, because there are 2 different types of elephants, right? You have an African elephant that have really big ears, and then you have an Indian elephant that have relatively small ears. So, which one of the 2 was the elephant that fucking robbed the shop? And he goes, well, how the fuck would I know? They had a stocking on their head.
Okay.
Fucking hell, Terry.
Oh, this is exactly what I was waiting for. I like I said, I've seen a lot of not reactors, but I've seen a lot of videos of this particular court cases of Chilli shit getting denied. Oh my god, this is one of the best ones I've seen. Captain, once again, you did not disappoint me. That was fucking hilarious. And guys, if you are not a channel member or haven't subscribed to this guy, please do so. I'm gonna link his video and his channel in the description of this video below, because y'all really need to check him out. He's comedy fucking gold. He's definitely what we need in this day of age, guys. Like, he's really blowing up his subscribers. He's almost at 13,000 subscribers, and I would love to see him get into 50K probably by the end of the year. I hope he does, because he absolutely deserves it. He's just that great. Not that great of an entertainer, but that great of a person too. And definitely join the community as well, because this community is probably one of the funnest communities I've ever been a part of. Everyone in there is awesome. And I can gush about every single person there, including the captain, but you guys already get the point. But yeah, so, I mean, there's really not much I can say about the video. I've already seen it already. Like, I pretty much said everything I had to say about it. It was enjoyable. It was a great time. Anyway, guys, speaking of which, I gotta get going. I gotta take care of some things on my own. I gotta edit this video, make a thumbnail, do all that crazy stuff. And hopefully when I get some time this week, I'll get to the other videos that the people have also requested, including Flying Kitty, because I do want to get back to that too. And I am gonna start doing Power Rangers once again this week, this Friday on Twitch. To continue my retrospective of Power Rangers, we're also going to be looking at Time Force, which is everyone's telling me to do because it's the best series, so can't wait to get into that. Alright guys, I'm Ivanimal. I'll see you guys later. Please like and subscribe and all that other good stuff. Please put on notifications so you don't miss what I do. Like, comment, subscribe. I just mentioned that, all the other good stuff. I haven't done this in a while. I totally forgot my own outro, but anyway. I'll see you guys later. Much of you guys, and y'all stay awesome.